Hello, welcome. Miles and Jimmy here, going through all of the previous games and we'll give some score predictions for today's games. It's almost like a full schedule of Premier League football on a Saturday today, which I'm very, very much looking forward to. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with Thursday's games, which I'm very much not looking forward to. Tottenham getting thumped lane 3-1 by Sheffield United, and then Liverpool getting thumped 4-0. The league champions getting battered 4-0, record first result of league champions, I think. Again, by Manchester City. Starting with Tottenham. Right, we want to get this out of the way because it's not the reason Tottenham lost, but it needs to be talked about. The VAR for Harry Kane was appalling.
Yeah, no, I agree, mate. There's a point where common sense has just got to come into the game, really, isn't it? And yeah, it's a shocking decision, but it doesn't take away from the fact you were awful. So,
did you even see an angle that proved that it hit his arm properly? Like without a shadow of a doubt, proved.
Yeah, it was just kicked at him, wasn't it? It's just like, well, it's not intentional. It's just whacked straight at him from about a yard away. So,
and he was
poor, really poor.
It wasn't a free kick for Tottenham. The whole thing was ridiculous.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, it doesn't take away from the fact Spurs were poor. But all the goals were poor. Defending was awful. That's a really, really poor result. And Arsenal were above you still, mate. Wonderful.
Right, okay, let's get into this Spurs performance. It was a good Sheffield United performance. They came back to life. They were very, very organised. They were compact. But this is the problem with Tottenham right now. Tottenham can't defend. Tottenham can't attack. What Tottenham are good at is aimlessly and slowly passing the ball around just outside the penalty box. 70% possession, that was after in the second half, that was after about 85, 86 minutes. No chances created. The delivery from the wide areas was absolutely appalling. They never beat the first man. That was from Sergio Aurier and Ben Davies and anyone else who was out there. No one looked like they could penetrate the defence. I saw the good and bad of Eric Lamela when he came on. He got the ball, he'd drive. He'd look like he'd beat a couple of players, but then it was just like you need to shoot or pass, and you just hold on to the ball and nothing would happen. And then you get tackled and couldn't make a decision. Tottenham didn't look like scoring at any point. When Liverpool go forward, they look like scoring. When Man City go forward, they look like scoring. When Chelsea go forward, when Man United go forward, they look like scoring. Tottenham do not, at any point, look like scoring.
Yeah, I thank you for the rant. It was very good, and I agree. It's a big couple of games for Jose. There's no real identity with what you're trying to do as a team. It's really poor. And Eric Dyer is not a centre half. He's not good enough to play at the back. And you are a little bit clueless going forward. You are right. It's a bit of a mess.
The back is just... Tottenham don't have a defensive midfielder as well, which doesn't help. I think a defensive I've said this before on the show that I really like a good defensive midfielder, and I think it really helps. Fabinho at Liverpool, and when Jordan Henderson fills in, he does the job properly. You look at how much poorer Man City, for instance, Fernandinho hasn't been able to play in midfield this season. It just helps defensively to have that player in there. Tottenham don't have it. We don't have a proper holding midfielder, and that doesn't help. So there's a lot to work on over the summer. There's not many players that should be starting at Tottenham that are starting at this point. Son was ineffective. Bergwijn didn't do enough for me. Kane, if I was Harry Kane, I'd leave because there's no service. He doesn't look like getting the ball. He's Tottenham's best player by a country mile. You can argue for Son, but he's one of those players who should be penetrating the defence, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's a huge summer, especially for Kane, because as you say, the football doesn't suit his game at all at the moment. And if you don't strengthen or there's a lack of ambition moving forward, what's the point of staying? Because it was really, really poor. And is Mourinho going to throw his toys out in a couple of weeks' time and bugger off? Probably, because that's what he does. But you are struggling at the moment, and I can't see it improving too much in the next couple of games, to be honest.
Anyway, rant over. I'm sure there'll be another one before the next Tottenham game. Man City thumping Liverpool 4-0 was interesting. Liverpool looked like they were hungover. I can understand that. I would be hanging out of my backside. I would have had a massive week with nothing being done. I would have just been at home with the guys round in that hotel. It would have been a big old night, and it would have carried on for a couple of days. I would have been that motivated. But in saying that, Manchester City were very, very good. It wasn't like Liverpool didn't look up for it. And a player I want to highlight is Phil Foden. because he's getting a run in the side right now.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Excellent. And he took his goal very well. He was involved in the other goals. He played so well. He's the player England need, and I'm looking forward to seeing him continue this run.
Yeah, 100%. So firstly, it felt like Andy Robertson was still running around with a pint in his hand at some point because he was so poor. It was just unbelievable. He was constantly out of position. It was awful. But as you say, Phil Foden is so good. It's unbelievable. His touch is great. His technique, his balance. He's skinnier than I am, and he's absolutely fantastic. And if he gets the run for the next couple of games, it bodes so well for England, bodes well for everyone. And it's great to see youngster come through. And Man City were great as well. Fantastic.
Man City were great. Statement for the season?
100%. To win 4-0, that's a huge statement. And I know Liverpool off the back of celebrating, I get that. But Man City look like they mean business for next year already. And I think they might win it.
Do you think we'll see a drop-off from Liverpool for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think they're done, mate. I think they were going to go for the record points tally, and now that's gone. I don't think they're too fussed, to be honest. Give a couple of the kids a game, get them bedded in.
Yeah, all right. Let's rattle through today's games because there's a lot of Premier League football today. So we'll just do some score predictions. 12:30, Norwich City, Brighton at Carrow Road.
Oh, God, that sounds awful, doesn't it? I think Norwich are going to win. I think Norwich are going to win 2-1.
I'm going to go 2-1 the other way. I just can't see Norwich winning at the moment. Leicester Crystal Palace at the King Power. Now, this is difficult. Leicester haven't been good. They haven't got a win yet, so they can come back. Crystal Palace have been both. So I'm going to go a 1-1 draw.
Oh, yeah. I think Leicester are finally going to get a win and start to pick their season up a little bit. I'm going 2-0.
Vardy finally get his 100th Premier League goal. It's been a long time coming now.
Definitely. He'll smash a penalty down the middle.
This is the easiest game for me to predict. Man United, AFC Bournemouth is going to be 4-0.
Oh, I was going to go 5, actually. I was going to be even harsher. Yeah, they are absolutely clueless, Bournemouth, at the moment, aren't they? 5-0.
Wolves, Arsenal. Tough game. Arsenal, not great on the road normally. Wolves have been great since coming back. I'll let you go first on this. 5-0.
We're picked up, but we're going to get absolutely smashed. 2-0 Wolves.
I was going to go 2-1 Wolves. I think Arsenal will pinch a goal somewhere, probably from Gendouzi. They'll slip him and hate him.
Yeah.
A big game for us locally here. We're both local to Watford. Chelsea hosting Watford at Stamford Bridge. Watford have been terrible. Chelsea have played well against West Ham. I still think Chelsea is too strong for Watford.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tight, but I think it's going to be 2-1. 2-1 Chelsea.
3-1 Chelsea. And I'm not sure who's it might even be an own goal. Anyway, that was Pub Football with Miles and Jimmy. I should probably introduce the co-host who you might see popping up every so often. This is Tottenham legend Gustavo Poyet. He is Tottenham legend, actually. He's my co-host today. Jimmy is just there supplementary because Gus gives me all the knowledge. Anyway, please like and subscribe, share with your friends. We'll be back to review the games tomorrow. One thing left to say, and that's cheers.
Cheers.